Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Vapor Sports. It's Tate here. Unfortunately, I'm not joined by Logan today, but we will be coming out with a reaction video to the Thursday night football game between the Denver Broncos and New York Jets, so stay tuned for that. Today, I'm going to be talking about Game 1 NBA Finals between the Los Angeles Lakers and Miami Heat. I'll be giving you some commentary on what I thought about it and some predictions for Game 2, which is tomorrow. Before I start, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And also suggest content to us that you would like for us to see. I'm also going to be trying to play some Among Us, so I'm just going to start a game real quick and hopefully I can multitask. But anyway, let's get right to it. So Game 1 of the 2020 NBA Finals, Los Angeles Lakers, Miami Heat. Great showdown between some really talented players on both sides. However, the Lakers came out victorious. They take Game 1 and are looking to stretch their lead on Friday, and they came out victorious 116-98. So some notable stats. We have Anthony Davis, who had 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists, along with LeBron James, who was 25, 13, and 9. Now, what I thought was interesting about this is that, Anthony Davis just presents a nightmare matchup for this Heat team because, he can shoot, he can post up, he can really score from anywhere. And it kind of showed in this game that he was really dominating. And really just the role players of the Lakers also stood up and kind of just had to, we have the dead body report. I'm going to try to focus on this. But anyway, the Lakers showed out and really just kind of had this game in control for really until from the second quarter to the end of the game. Anyway, as for the Heat, Jimmy Butler was the leading scorer with 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kendrick Nunn was 18, 5, and 2. Most of his points were in garbage time, though. The game was kind of put away. And then Tyler Hero had 14 points, 4 and 3 assists. Now, let's just get into a few things about the Lakers. They were trailing by 13 points in that first quarter, but they were able to get back into it. I believe they were down 23-10, and then from that point on, they just started playing amazing basketball. They were able to orchestrate a 16-point turnaround to close out that first quarter. They reeled off 13 points in that second quarter, and then they entered halftime with a 17-point lead. And really just until then, the deficit for the Heat just kept coming. I believe it went up to like 32 points at one point in that third quarter. Anyway, you have to feel bad for the Heat. The injuries that they suffered to Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo, who I believe will both be doubtful for Game 2. It's going to be interesting to kind of see what happens and who will step up. I also know that Jimmy Butler did turn his ankle, but I don't believe it will be too serious. The Heat are going to need some players to definitely step up. The first players I kind of think of are Kendrick Nunn, Kelly Olynyk, Myers Leonard, just kind of those role players that would be able to have a better role and just kind of contribute more to this Heat team, but you will be kind of wondering if that will be enough to stop the Lakers on Game 2, which is Friday. Now, I passed electrical and I do not want to do that. They were able to hit 11 out of their 17 threes in that first half. Coming into the game, they were averaging 11.3 made threes in that playoffs. So really, this was an improvement. They finished with 39.5 from 3. LeBron and AD were both 2 of 4 from behind the arc. Danny Green was 3 of 8. And they also got some contribution from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I believe he had 13 points. But yeah, I mean, their role players definitely stepped up this game. And, you know, if they can continue that same effort, it'll be interesting to see where they go. I'm also done with all my tasks, so I'm just going to stay here. But yeah, really, I guess the thing is, I was watching the game, and there was a lot of times where they would try to match up LeBron on Anthony Davis on kind of the smaller players, so like Tyler Hero, Jay Crowder, and Duncan Robinson, who really weren't able to neutralize them. But yeah, the Lakers offense looked really good this game, and it will be interesting to see whether the Heat are able to contain them, and if so, who will be able to do that. I said it before the game, I wasn't able to tell you guys, but my X factor for this game was Tyler Hero. And again, he did have 14 points, but you know, as a 20-year-old rookie, he is definitely one of the best rookies in the league right now, and that's not a coincidence given that he was, you know, voted on the second team for, I believe it was the rookies. But yeah, as a neutral point of view fan, you know, you're kind of just hoping for a more entertaining series. Again, given that the Heat injuries are kind of piling up, especially now that it's so early in game one, it will definitely take a toll on this team. And, you know, just for me, I want it to be an interesting series. But as of now, I believe that the Lakers will come out victorious. So, yeah, that's all I got. You know, make sure to watch Game 2 on Friday. We'll see what happens in that game. And also stay tuned for our video on the Broncos and Jets. Make sure to check out more of our Vapor Sports content and also what you like. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.